What's up guys, this is the Roverman. I'm bringing you a Rome Let's Play. So I'm just gonna firstly, what I'm gonna do is explain to you guys that I don't know the game mechanics of Rome 2 as well as I know other games such as Empire Total War. I really know the game mechanics. I've kind of got this, know what the mechanics roughly do in this. They're kind of similar to Rome, but they're different at the same time. So I would welcome you guys to help point out if I'm doing things not optimally and just could in general not be doing things better. So just kind of outline the game. You start with Roma, Neapolis, Brundisium and Cosentia, and the game is interestingly split up into regions then provinces, and as you can see the Italia province is made up of Rome, Neapolis, Arimnium and Velathri. So if I control all of these regions in a province, I can put out what's called a provincial edict, which give you like this one plus tax, plus food and public order, and there's one where it's plus, which one is it? +2 conversion to Latin culture, which would probably be really helpful when you're expanding into barbarian regions to have that edict. For example, this region up north of Italy, that would be quite handy. First and foremost, we are at war with the Etruscan League, which owns Corsica, Velathri and Arimnium, so war with them is inevitable. If you don't take them out pretty rapidly, especially Alalia, then they can really turtle on Alalia and it could be a real pain, especially if they have some cavalry units that are really strong. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move Legio 2 to head up towards Velathri. Speed up. Legio 1. I'm going to move this guy over to Arimnium because this is my stronger army, and I think I'm still... There you go. I'm just within the region, so I can recruit some more Astarte. So I need to capture these two because I can get one central province and apply an edict, and things can go quite well. This fleet... Oh, by the way, different units have different stances. So, for example, this has a raiding stance, which has loads of positives and negatives. Patrol stance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here and initiate patrol, because I believe this has an impact of making the financial gains of Neapolis improve. Move my spy up north to Velathri. Let's see if I can... Military sabotage. Actually, let's... No, not trying to assassinate, that's way too deep. Let's try sabotage a building. Arson. Hang on, let's have a... Yeah, arson will be fine. Successful. Ooh. You have characters which can increase in rank. So in this case, you have a spy, and you click on this tab, details tab, and you can add a skill. With armies, you have traditions. You get choices to upgrade a tradition, which is a bonus applied to the entire army. And if the general dies, then it remains with the army. It isn't dependent on the general being alive. Then you have general traits such as skills, and household has different things. And this guy likes pigs. Oh, by the way, I am doing the House of Junior because the House of Junior has plus 10% agricultural wealth. And one thing I've definitely understood about this game is the importance of food. If you get later into the game, you can have a sizable empire, but if you haven't upgraded food production adequately, then you can have serious problems. So I'm going to keep those upgrading throughout the campaign, and I've got bonuses for agricultural wealth, so that's going to help me out. Oh, then like this region down here. Oh, diplomacy. It's quite nice to try get non-aggression pacts with the RDA, I think is how it's pronounced, and Athens. It's generally quite
a flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom.
Low success rate. What about Athens?
Welcome. I throw open the doors to you and bid you enjoy our talk.
If you keep at it, it can be quite... They can be quite amenable to what's going on. But, ooh, technology. How this works, you have military technology and civil technology. Each of these has then branches in management, tactics and siege technologies for the military wing. Then for the civil wing, there is economy, philosophy and construction. Some people research military doctrine and go all the way up to cohort organization. I think that's it. Unlocks recruitments of very good infantry, but I like to do it more balanced. I like to have research some from the military, some tactics, but definitely include things like economy. Like lots of this whole branch is increasing wealth from agricultural technologies. So if I'm doing an agricultural based economy, then this is definitely something I need to upgrade in. But until then, just keep everything ticking over. These initial technologies aren't really much of a problem. Expanding cities. You can click to expand a city, but to do so you have to have a population surplus. So if I upgrade Rome, I will eliminate 3 of this population surplus. And it's the same all across the board. Now these regions are generally pretty bad-tempered. They generally are always in really poor straits. They always seem to they always need upgrading and increase to public bonuses. So I'm going to do that now just so I don't have to worry about it. But you don't want to expand a city without having the money to use it instantly, because if you do, then you have slums, which increases squalor and lowers public order, so it's just a real pain in the ass, so I wouldn't do it. Ooh. Unassigned skill. Did I not apply a skill? Oh, my bad. Antagonist, agent. Plus 5% chance of evading enemy agents is optimal, because if something goes wrong, then it means that your spy is less likely to be wounded or killed, so that's quite a good thing to have. But I think right now I'm going to end the turn, wait for this army to head north to Valathri after I've recruited some more troops, or even then I might make this army attack Valathri and this army attack Arimnium. But let's end turn. The game has something like 117 different factions in it. So you might think that the further on in the game you go, you have less factions as they all die out, so the turns get longer. But actually, because the people are dying out, turn times can get incredibly big because you're having bigger factions replacing them, if that makes sense. It's not a case of less factions is quicker times. Then again, it never has been in Rome. But like I said, there's 117 factions, but most of them consisting of factions which only have one I've completely lost my train of thought. They only have one region, so that's not really a problem. This guy's moving up. I shall click on him to attack Valathri. Recruit 3 Hastati. Then what I want to do is keep this fleet doing out. I have to change the stance at some point, so I think I can just raiding, double time, stance none. So I can just click. Okay. I think in that case, no, I can't. They're mustering, so I can't move as they're mustering, which is okay. But first, what I want to do is start getting some kind of food bonus. So I want to build a port, and then I want to move on these regions as soon as possible. Ideally, actually, I'll move this army to take Valathri. This army will form up on Arimnium, because Arimnium is generally the... I can't move because I'm mustering, but generally Arimnium is the weakest defended. Although when you take Arimnium, you're going to get attacked by Patavium and this faction up here. Everything's still going on. Got a bit of money, but I'm not going to spend it. So it's end turn again. So I'm going to have this turn. I'm going to hopefully have Arimnium and Valathri taken this turn. Ooh, what are you doing? Oh, I forgot to try for a... see, as soon as they've moved around, they've flip-flopped. But what I'm definitely going to want to do is to make sure I keep trying diplomatically to get non-aggression pacts, because that can really... There you go. Hidden agent exposed, that's fine.
The gods will have
non-aggression
pact. I cannot say.
I am here to listen if you speak honestly.
What if I
God,
try
the
non-aggression
clouds
pact
move across the
and
sun when
trade
you
agreement?
speak, my friend. You would not sell
Just keep going. And this region's in a bad mood. This region's in a good mood.
Commander.
I think I might end up moving this army. Yeah, this army will take Valathri. It's not worth fighting because there's just... it's not equal at all. So, aggressive stance. He's dead. You have different... The same with Rome, you have different types of ways you can control a settlement. Occupying is obviously the best. Looting, it depends if you want to deal with the public order penalties. And raising just means I think you completely destroy it and you leave it. But it really... Occupy is the kind of the best for a softly kind of approach. So that's... Ooh. A trait. This guy is going to be... a warrior. But I like that. That's pretty cool. So then this army... Army view. It's going to head in this direction. This one might be a more interesting fight because I think I might actually even be slightly done by that stage. But what I want to do with this army is right now move them onto boats. So I think I'm going to suffer a I'm going to suffer a temporary public order bonus. It's negative now because they've just been captured, but so it's going to go down next turn only, but it's going to be fine then the turn after that. So what I'm going to do is expand Valathri and build a villa to get my food production going. Let's expand Roma and give them a public forum. I don't think these are done building, but even if they have been done building, but they're still miserable. It's just worth upgrading them just to keep them from being miserable. End turn. Oop, not researching any technologies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on... Do I want manipulate organisation? No, I'll start on land management. Start doing that. End turn. So ideally... the legion that has just attacked Valathri, they will move across to attack Alalia in Corsica. That would be ideal. And the army are taking Arimnium. Ooh. They got a... I don't see why this is so... I don't get why this is necessarily so negative. Let's pull back. Just in case there's something I haven't considered, which could well be the case. So I'll shift him back over onto his side of the island, of the border. Then I will recruit a few more units, a few more infantry units. My general has a Triarii, so they'll be able to hold their own really well. Raise forces, let's raise 3 more Hastati. Get these guys onto boats. I want them to land. Public order bonus on Valathri's going up. Ooh. I'll keep just a farm for the minute because I need to keep my food production high because there's not really a whole lot I can do otherwise. Or can I make them land? No, they pretty much have to land there. Can I do... double time, there we go. End turn. Get them onto that fast as possible. And take Alalia. Like I said, Alalia is the... because you have to put up with your troops crossing over the sea, it can be a real pain to capture. And they can get really nasty. Oh, they've actually moved up. Right. Well, I'm not going to let this stand. I'm going to fight. So, see you guys on the battle map. Okie dokie. So I might have a slight numerical disadvantage, but Hastati are more quality troops than Italian spearmen. They have a cavalry unit, however I have the Triarii, so that's pretty good. They are going to be my my reserves. And then I've got my skirmishers, who will not have skirmish mode turned on.
Yes, Commander.
So that they'll sit behind the line, hurl spears, and I'll probably put, is it there? Fire at will. Quick reload, that's the one. They attack me, so I assume they're going to be the ones who will have to move on me. Well, that's how it works in Total War. The attackers move, and the PC computer is normally quite observant of that. Nah, screw it. Let's move up. Just to see if we can provoke them into moving up. And this is one thing that's quite sucky about Rome. Rome 2 is that... Oop.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
There you go.
General.
Shift my general over to the right, because this is where their general is. But the main thing, or what I wanted to say, was that it seems like the default move of all of your units is to run everywhere, which kind of sucks.
For Rome.
Hopefully,
Our general is under attack.
Astarte. Hack them down. Proud Romans all. Ready and waiting. Heavies. Astarte. Missile infantry at your command. Ready for duty.
deploy my troops.
Velites. Commander. Domine.
Hopefully their skirmishers will rout, and then I can target the backs of these Italian spearmen, which these levies are currently doing.
Astarte. Sons of Mars.
Wavering.
Melee infantry. Ready. Hail.
This kind of sucks about the AI,
Heavies.
how it kind of goes. They all form into kind of battle lines. They don't form. They don't attack like a mob,
General. Army.
which is kind of shitty, but kind of bad. I
One
mean,
of our units has used all its ammunition.
there you go. Reform. Don't want you moving too far.
At the double.
And these guys can attack these spearmen from the rear. They are waving after all.
Ready and waiting. Legio Parati.
Because what I want is my general unit to move up to combat their general first. Although I don't know why they're just sitting there, but you know, the game plays out how it plays out.
Melee infantry at your command.
Oh, there you go. Right, well, I'll see you guys on the campaign screen. As you can see, that is the result. Just a nice little victory for me. Now, you have options. You can either release captives, enslave captives, or kill captives. Enslaving captives does have an effect on the public happiness of your settlements. They'll earn you money, but they will make your public order decrease, which isn't something I really want to happen right now. Nor do I want to release them, because they are my enemy. But as you can see, the enemy and their allies will look upon you more favourably, but I don't think these have any allies, so I might as well just kill them, which is very bad, but your enemy will hate me for it. But, meh, they're the enemy. Kill captives,
At ease, men.
which is quite a neat little thing to add on. I think that's pretty cool. Right, ho-ho. So hopefully that, once they're reinforced... Oh, that's something I quite like about Rome too, is that replenishment is automatic. You don't have to click replenish and specifically do it yourself. Increase in rank.
Commander.
My general is rank 2.
We hunger for battle.
Let's make this guy a strategist.
My skill.
Flank my spy around, just to kind of keep tabs on where everyone is. Arimnian will be ripe for the taking, but I need to make sure this army makes it to shore.
Finding shelter.
So what are these guys doing? Stance, double time. They can't do anything because they've just landed and they have no movement tickets. But next turn, these guys will attack Alalia, as will these guys being supported with these skirmishers and these assault principes on their boat. And There you go, Vlathri is getting positive again. Got a lot of money, so I need to keep upgrading, but upgrading sensibly. Ideally, I'd like to have a third legion to be recruited to secure this part of Italy, because what this is actually a land crossing. You can walk troops across it. So, speaking of which, Syracuse. They don't like me. They don't like me now because I have treaties with Carthage, but eventually Carthage will hate me enough to get rid of them.
Greetings. We are civilized folk. No temple.
Greetings! Speak plainly and without idle purpose, and all will be well. A sure thrust strikes home, after all.
Meh. Okie dokie. Everything seems to be falling into place. This army has been beaten by my guys. Small garrison, external garrison force of an admiral, but that's not a problem. Ooh, cattle trader, delicatessen. Well, actually, first of all, there's a thing I read about. I don't know. There's a rule about like grain towns and stuff, and I don't know what becomes more cost efficient. But do I want to build an amphitheatre? I think I might make a delicatessen. So I need to look up the whole grain towns thing. I can't remember how to do it. Settlement, is it details?
The overall happiness of a population is influenced.
Go away. I don't know. I'll find out at some point. So, good, healthy, foodium bonus. So, end turn. Oop, currently not researching any. That's something I really like. They will specifically tell you, get some agricultural bonuses going on. They will specifically tell you you're not reading, which is really good, because a number of times in Empire, I've been trying to research something, but just forgotten to set a recently repaired school to work on it. It's pretty annoying when that happens. Pretty annoying. But could be worse. Could be worse. Ah, the Etruscan League is their fleet is leaving. Their force is moving south. Suppose I better respond with this army, or I could recruit a new one. Yeah, I may as well recruit a new one, because if I can take Erimnium and their other settlement in one go, it would just become defeat this army in battle.
Commander.
Can these guys do it in one turn? I think they can. Oh, ambush. There's no point. No. Aggressive stance. Mission successful. Plus 500 treasury. Kill captives.
Is that all?
Mission successful. Ooh, I got our tradition. These are pretty neat because these are bonuses for all the army as a whole, and it's split into siege bonuses, skirmisher bonuses, or melee bonuses. And I'd like melee bonuses because most of my armies are pretty much consisting of troops who. The main body of my troops, similar to Rome, my main body of troops is going to be infantry, so I want as much gladius-toting badassery as I can get. These guys are in forced march, so stance none. This army I'll move on to stance none. These guys will maintain blockade. These guys will head south.
We take this settlement for Rome!
This is kind of a big fight, so I mean I'm still odds on right ahead, but looking at the time, I got to give you guys another fight because the last one wasn't so great. So I'll see you guys on the battle map. Okie dokie, here is the deployment. Keep all my infantry in one big block for now. Don't need to worry about splitting them up.
Awaiting orders.
General unit. And start battle. Here's their naval
Our
reinforcements.
reinforcements have arrived.
So I don't really have to keep worry about them because my general will take care of them. You can just hear him chattering away. But ideally, move this unit of Astarte, supported by 3 units. Nope, not that way. That way. Supported by 3 units of skirmishers. Well, actually, they may as well all move up because this is where they split up. Run. Stop running, I mean. I really hate that. But that's the default. I'm going to send my general to run down these guys because they're only skirmishers, so it's not going to be a problem. Just check something. Yep. So that should be okay. And this is pretty neat. Land units, you can see. Then I have ships, which are my naval reserves. So I can either land them on the shore and have them count as land units, which I might end up doing. Yeah, I will end up doing it. I'll have them land here so they can roughly join up with my troops as they move over here. Ooh, is that a... Oh, it's some more of their reinforcements. Pretty neat. First of all, use my cavalry to annihilate their skirmishers. Speed this up a bit. I wonder if they're running. Are they running? I don't know.
Our general is under attack.
The generals are being attacked by the skirmishers. But that's not a problem. Fall back. Fall back from these guys, because these guys are spear infantry. Maybe I can get these guys to deal with the. Maybe I can get these guys to deal with the infantry. Because I have a unit of Principes, and a unit of Principes backed up by 2 units of Leve should be enough to take care of. Should be enough to take care of a unit of swordsmen. So split these guys. Turn the game volume down a bit for me. Supported by 2 units of levies to go this way. Then these other Hastati. Actually, these guys are the ones that are... Yeah, these guys can shift over here. With these guys. There you go. So as soon as these guys get into range, my skirmishers are gonna fire. Put on quick reload to get the rate of fire bonuses. There we go, they're starting to do some damage now. With quick reload, they will tire faster, but they will fire faster. So, it's a delicate balance, but this isn't a fight I'm planning on. I don't want these guys to be fighting for too long. As they've turned their flank to my guys. I don't quite know where they're going. If my skirmishers get caught, that's fine. I'm not concerned about my skirmishers getting caught. Because I have my assault Principes. So as long as these guys keep firing. Levies keep firing on. Move my general up because I don't want to start losing any general bonuses. If I move them here to get a better angle.
The enemy general is dead.
General's dead. This is something that's kind of a bit crappy about Rome, about how the battle AI works, because it's like they're not Why aren't these guys mobbing around to take the flanks? Why are they doing this? I don't quite... Is there any... Ah! I getcha, I gotcha. Well then, these guys can just... These guys can push off. Because the battle is going to be over soon. That's quite cool. Get rid of formation attack and just have them... Ooh! All my vertices have just opened up on their Italian spearmen. Get rid of formation attack. We'll keep all my velites firing because they're doing a lot of good damage. Move my melee units up. I'm so glad I learned how to do that because, like, for a while that's been a big pain. There you go. Let's not make these guys run. Let's just. I could make them chase these units down, but it's not really a problem. They're shattered. One unit of Italian spearmen shouldn't be able to kill my other units. There you go. As soon as these guys do some damage. Italian spearmen over here are already shattered. Righty ho. Then these guys have to punch a hole through their spearmen because otherwise they're going to get chewed out by their skirmishers. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. They're still kind of boxed up a bit, but they are spreading out more, which is good. Because on a man-for-man basis, my guys are superior. However, how they will beat me is if they start having to only fight with a handful of guys at a time. Let these guys focus on the mob. Velites move up here. Have my general run around and see if I can do some hammer anvil in the rear. But these guys here should be doing some severe damage. Let's give them an inspire. But keep my general moving around. There you go. Oh. That was sudden. Okay. Well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the campaign now. Okay, as you can see here, the results. And I'm going to occupy this town. Ooh, increase in rank and more traditions. So this army, again, start off with a basic formidable fighters tradition, because I like them having the... Formidable fighters gives you plus weapon damage inflicted by all melee units. Skills. Don't bother with marine because it's naval battles and I don't plan on getting this guy involved in any naval battles. Let's give him soldier, plus 10% charge bonus. As you can see, this part is taken here, then all I need is this unit, this army, to capture Arimnium. And then job's a good one. So right now I've got a lot of money. Let's do some changing of Alalia, do I? I'm not going to bother having this as a military base. If I want to raise an army here, I'll create an army in Rome and ship it over. Caradus is the main town. So I don't know. Convert. Let's dismantle it. don't worry about fishmongers and stuff just yet. So I got the negative, public. I can't even remember what it is. Public order. That's it. Public order is negative, but it's becoming positive. And I don't worry about negative 15. You might think that's a lot, but in this game, they will rebel. They will rebel when they are negative 100. So don't worry about it. Hopefully these guys have cheered up. Too bad it's took them a lot of investment to make them cheerful. Oh well. I think I might give Brundisium some kind of military upgrades. But right now, I think, looking at the time, I'm going to end the part here. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.